You gotta put these over here.
We're ready?
I have an extra one.
Hey guys. Ladies. Good evening. The meeting of the Canutillo Independent School District Board of Trustees will now come into order. On behalf of the school board, Dr. Arellano and myself, I extend a warm welcome to all of you in attendance this Tuesday, December 16, 2025. We appreciate your presence and we recognize student achievement. We review agenda items to take action matters essential to the effective governance and operations of the district. Our shared purpose remains steadfast to fulfill our mission to provide a high-quality education for all students within our district. At this time, I officially call the December 16, 2025 meeting of the Canutillo Independent School District to order. The time is 6:02 p.m. Roll call. Adrian?
Item 1D, roll call. Mrs. Barnes,
Present.
Mrs. Borrego,
Present.
Mrs. Maldonado,
Present.
Mr. Martinez,
Present.
Mrs. Ortega,
Here.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Present.
Mrs. Zúñiga,
Here.
Moises Aguirre, and Mason Gosset. Item 1B, Pledge of Allegiance.
The, would Braylon Fraser is she present? Would you please guide us through the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Item 1E, CISD Vision and Mission Statements.
Mr. Rodriguez, you please guide us on the vision, and Ms. Barnes, guide us on the mission statement, please.
The mission, we provide equitable opportunities to ensure our future-ready students are empowered to explore, learn, grow, and excel.
And our vision, lead today, impact tomorrow.
Thank you both.
Item number 2, Board Honors. Presenter Gustavo Reveles.
Good evening, Board President Martinez, members of the board, and Dr. Arellano. Tonight, we have a special program planned to celebrate both the holiday spirit and the incredible talent of Canutillo ISD students. At this time, we invite you to please join us in the reserved seats behind me as we begin tonight's presentation. As we approach winter break, we wanted to bring a little holiday cheer into our board meeting. This year's winter concerts and performances featured record numbers of students singing, acting, and dancing, and a record number of crowds of families, family members, and friends cheering them on as well. It was truly a celebration of talent across every campus. Tonight, we are excited to share a small sampling of that talent with you. Choirs from each elementary school will perform holiday favorites for your enjoyment. Ms. Nunez will lead students from Childress and Canutillo Elementary Schools in A Million Dreams. After that, Mr. Mendez's students from Reyes and Davenport Elementary Schools will take us out to a winter wonderland. Then, Ms. Cox's classes from Garcia and Damian Elementary Schools will perform a festive medley of It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas and All I Want for Christmas Is You. Finally, all three elementary music teachers will bring their choirs together to close with a joyful Feliz Navidad. Mr. Rodriguez, the stage is ready for our fine arts teachers and students. What an incredible group of singers. Let's give it another round of applause for our students from Canutillo Elementary School, Childress Elementary School, Davenport Elementary School, Garcia Elementary School, Damian Elementary School, and Reyes Elementary School. At this time, we invite the Board of Trustees along with their students and teachers to please come up and principals to join us for a photo opportunity, please. We also want to thank parents for lending us their amazing, talented children to serenade us today. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for our singers from Canutillo ISD Elementary Schools. Board members, please remain in front of the dais for the remaining of our program. Yes, right there. You can sit down. Yeah. Can we? I know. Yes. Not yet. Not yet. All right, let's move forward. Each year, the district invites our talented student artists to design the official Canutillo ISD holiday card. This card is shared with stakeholders across the state and features artwork selected through our annual holiday card contest. This year's theme, A Canutillo Holiday, asks students to capture the sights and traditions of the season in our community. The response was overwhelming, with more than 200 entries submitted. Selecting the winners was no easy task, but 6 outstanding student artists were chosen. Please join me in recognizing our 2025 Holiday Card Art Contest winners. From Canutillo High School, Melanie Martinez, whose artwork features a stunningly realistic eagle wearing a festive Santa hat. Melanie? And then keep her over here. We're going to do a group photo at the end.
With everybody? Or?
Yes, with everybody. Yes. From Alderete Middle School, Kiana Hillen, for a vibrant piece showcasing mariachis, a rosca de reyes, an eagle breaking a piñata, and one of Canutillo's most recognizable holiday traditions, the long lines at Lupita's Tamales. Did I just hear a commitment of tamales for her? Yes? From Northwest Early College High School, Eduardo Perez, for a detailed pencil drawing of a top hat-wearing snowman set against the Franklin Mountains. From Davenport Elementary School, Montserrat Delgado, for a bright and playful illustration of Santa going down the chimney with plenty of candy and sweets waiting below. From Garcia Elementary School, Gianna Gonzalez, for a winter scene featuring the Canutillo logo as a tree ornament held by the eagle alongside a snowman. And from Canutillo Middle School, Sarah Rodriguez, for a peaceful rendering of Santa Claus seated with a Canutillo eagle perched on his shoulder. Congratulations to our student artists, and please join me in applauding their art teachers as well. They are the ones preparing the future. Each winner will receive a bundle of holiday cards featuring their artwork to share with family and friends. Now, please join us for a photo. Principals and art teachers, please join us as well if you're here. As a teacher. Thank you, everyone. As you can see, the future of fine arts in Canutillo is very, very bright. Board President Martinez, members of the board, and Dr. Arellano, we hope you enjoy this special holiday edition of Board Honors. This concludes tonight's program. Happy holidays to everyone.
The old truck. The oldie. What time I deal the oldies? My deal, mine. The old truck, remember the one he asked for?
I meant to ask you the other day and I forgot.
I think the truck's still over at the in Chaparral.
Oh, yeah. Talk to her this morning. Yeah. Yeah, I will. I'll tell her. I always tell her. She told me to tell you right. Hey, what's up, man? It's you? Yes.
Hey, mine is exhausting. Tops.
Next item is going to be item number 3, open forum. Any person wishing to address the board during the period reserved for public comment at a board meeting must sign up to be heard in accordance with District Policy BED Local. Each participant will be limited to 3 minutes to make comments to the board. The board is not permitted to discuss or act upon any issues that are not posted on the agenda for tonight's meeting. For further information on these policies, contact the superintendent's administrative assistant. And Mr. President, we have 4 community members that signed up for tonight's meeting. The first one is going to be Ms. Whitley Miles regarding safety concerns for Alderete Middle School.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. Good evening. My name is Whitley, and I live in the Cimarron Canyon area near the proposed Alderete Middle School site. I want to be clear at the start, I am not here to oppose education, nor am I here because I dislike change. I'm here because residents of this community have serious concerns regarding safety, traffic, and communication, and many of us feel those concerns were not meaningfully addressed early in the process. Our neighborhood consists of hundreds of homes and growing that rely on essentially one primary intersection for ingress and egress. There is effectively one way in and one way out, with the proposed student pickup and drop-off occurring just feet away from that intersection. Our community includes families with and without children, residents outside the CISD, and individuals who have no reasonable expectation to regularly monitor the CISD website or social media channels. While information may have technically been posted there, many residents were unaware of this project until very late in the process. For a development of this size and impact, relying solely on CISD district pages does not constitute meaningful or effective community outreach. Traffic congestion, emergency vehicle access, and school hour backups are not hypothetical concerns for us. They are daily realities. For example, if an ambulance or first responders are needed during peak hours of drop-off and pickup, it is unclear how emergency services would quickly and safely reach a resident experiencing a medical emergency or a house fire. I respectfully ask whether traffic studies fully account for the fact that this is the only practical exit for a large neighborhood, not only under current conditions, but with future growth in mind. Additionally, an email from Mr. Ernesto Ortiz stated that the site would accommodate up to 8 school buses and 83 vehicles. Respectfully, that capacity does not appear to align with the daily demand of a middle school, serving over 500 students daily. What residents are asking for is not obstruction. It is transparency, proactive communication, and thoughtful planning that generally includes the surrounding community. Thank you for your time, and I respectfully ask that these concerns be fully considered as decisions move forward.
Next participant is Mr. Gustavo Mendoza regarding Alderete Middle School safety.
Good evening, members of the board. Tonight I'm here on behalf of many residents in the Cimarron community who were caught completely off guard by the announcement of a new school being built in our neighborhood. Most of us learned about this project only when a large billboard suddenly appeared saying AMS coming soon. This was the very first time the majority of our community even became aware that a new middle school was being planned. Many of us do not have school-age children, or our children attend districts outside of CISD, which means we do not regularly visit the CISD website or follow CISD's social media pages. Those were the only 2 locations where notices were posted. As a result, there was absolutely no realistic way for our community to know these discussions were taking place or that this project was moving forward. For a project of this scale, one that directly impacts traffic, safety, property values, and overall neighborhood planning, this level of communication was not sufficient. We are asking for transparency, outreach, and genuine community involvement moving forward. In addition, we have been receiving conflicting and inconsistent information about the primary ingress and egress plans for a new school. A traffic study was reportedly completed, but the community has not even given access to it. At a recent city planning meeting, a CISD representative stated that the traffic grading would remain at a level C with only extended light delays. However, other residents have been told that plans include the installation of a completely new traffic signal. These two statements cannot both be true. We respectfully request the following. Number one, clear, accessible communication to the entire Cimarron community about this project and future construction impacting our neighborhood. Number two, a public release of the traffic study so residents can understand how the district plans to manage increased traffic volume and safety. And number three, detailed explanation of planned entrance and exit routes, including whether a new traffic light is being proposed or discussed. Our community deserves accurate information, transparency, and the opportunity to be heard before decisions are finalized, not after bulldozers show up and signs are posted. Thank you for your time.
Next participant is Mr. Jesus Salgado Ramos regarding the superintendent.
Good evening, Board of Trustees. My name is Jesus Leonardo Salgado Ramos. I'm a very proud alumni of Northwest Early College High School and a proud business owner here in Canotillo. And I'm here tonight to formally express the serious concern and disappointment felt by many members of the Canotillo community regarding your decision to move forward with naming Dr. Borrego as the lone finalist for Superintendent of Canotillo. Trustees, this decision matters. And it's not just who is being selected, but it's who is being passed over and overlooked. For months, Dr. Jessica Arellano has served this district as the interim superintendent with professionalism, stability, and a deep understanding of Canotillo. She's not an unfamiliar candidate. She's a leader who knows our students, our staff, our challenges, and our strengths because she has lived them. She has walked our hallways. She has demonstrated continuity, institutional knowledge, and a commitment to this community that cannot be replicated by somebody from another district. The concern that many of us share is that once again, Canotillo appears, and we'll leave it at that, appears unwilling to invest in its own leadership. We continue to rely on external search processes and outside recommendations while overlooking the qualified internal candidates who have already earned the trust of this district. Whether intentional or not, this creates the perception that internal talent is undervalued and that community voice is secondary to consultant-driven outcomes. And this is not about resisting change or opposing outside perspectives. It's about accountability, transparency, and alignment with community values. Leadership is most effective when it is rooted in the district it serves. When an internal candidate consistently performs, leads, and steps up in moments of need, they deserve serious and genuine consideration, not symbolic inclusion in a process whose outcome appears predetermined. The board has a responsibility not only to select a superintendent, but to build confidence in how that selection is being made. And right now, that confidence is lacking. This decision has created frustration among educators, families, and community members who feel like I do, that their lived experience and insight into this district were not adequately weighed. And as you move forward tonight with finalizing this contract, I urge you to reflect on the message that this decision sends to your staff, our students, and our community. A district that fails to recognize and elevate its own leaders risks losing trust, morale, and long-term stability. Canotillo has talent. Canotillo has leadership. And Canotillo deserves a process that reflects those truths. And hell, Canotillo deserves Dr. Arellano. Thank you, Board.
Next participant is Cerisa M. Cuellar regarding thank you to Dr. Rico from Reyes PTO.
Good evening. On behalf of the Reyes community, all of the members of the Reyes PTO and PTO board, we would like to take a moment to offer our sincerest thanks to Dr. Rico for his unwavering support and guidance. Dr. Rico, your leadership has been invaluable to us. You have been a constant source of encouragement, always willing to listen, guide us, and support our ideas. Your openness and trust have allowed our PTO to grow, collaborate more effectively, and work more confidently and successfully towards our goals. We appreciate the time that Dr. Rico has dedicated to our cause, the patience that he has shown, and the way that he has empowered us to make decisions that benefit our school community. His support has been a key piece in helping us move forward and successfully accomplish what we have set out to do. Thank you, Dr. Rico, for believing in our work, for being approachable, and for walking alongside us as a true ally. We are grateful to be able to collaborate with someone who values teamwork and community. Once again, Dr. Rico, our sincerest thanks for everything that you have done and continue to do for our school, our students, staff, and our PTO. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, that concludes open forum for tonight. Next item, item number 4, Board of Trustees business. Item 4A, discussion and possible action for approval of guaranteed maximum price number 2, GMP, for construction manager at risk CMAR services for demolition of existing portable and existing execution of alternate number 1 for the new build of Northwest Early College High School, Neches, RFQ 2025-02B, from Jordan Foster Construction, LLC, in the amount of $4,549,224.
Good evening, Board President Martinez, Superintendent Dr. Arellano, members of the board. For the record, my name is Mr. Ernesto Ortiz. I'm the program manager with Presidio. Before you this evening for approval is GMP number 2. We have brought the first guaranteed maximum price amendment to you in September 29th. And it was our intention to bring back Building C along with the demolition of all portables to you once we knew we were at a comfortable level and under budget. Do you have any questions or?
I'd just like to make a comment, Mr. President.
Yes.
I want to say thank you. I know that we were waiting to see if we had the money for this, and that we're being responsible and we're being transparent on that. So thank you to Presidio and your team for doing that. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. And I'm also grateful for the savings that we're able to go ahead and do this for that school.
Yes, it's with the work of our great partners, the Jordan Foster Construction. After we approve the guaranteed, or you approve the guaranteed maximum price number 1, they were able to go to their subcontractors, get best and final offers, and realize some buyout savings, along with the savings that we had originally from the First Amendment. So with that together, we are under budget and ready to move forward with your approval.
Mr. Chair? If I may, Mr. Ortiz, and I know I asked quite a few questions in our meeting that we had, but I did actually think of one additional one afterwards. Sure. So in regard to the flooring, I saw that the athletic flooring and epoxy floor coatings were removed. Are those not going to be done, or are they being done somewhere else? Can you just clarify on that for me, please?
And that's on the, so that flooring is, I have the representative from Jordan Foster here, and I'll put him on the spot a little bit on it.
Sorry, I did that to you as well. Sorry, I appreciate that.
Can you come up here?
Come on, Mr. Jordan Foster.
If you don't mind just repeating your question one more.
Yes, absolutely. So I believe, and I'm sorry, the numbers are kind of written over each other, but I think it's page 69 of our booklet, but it's bid package BCES 09.2 for flooring, LVT, base tile, sealed concrete, and polished concrete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So I saw that the athletic flooring and the epoxy floor coating was crossed out on those. So are we not doing those?
No. Okay, so I can answer that. I'm sorry. So that was crossed out because the only, oh no, I'm sorry. That's on the other Childress. Go ahead.
So there's a different type of flooring system being used, and that's why we have that clarification on that product. So there's going to be flooring. It's not going to be exactly the system that was, that. you
Originally
believe.
selected.
Yes, yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, this specific building is our multi-purpose building for early college, correct?
Yes.
So this is going to still be used for athletic purposes. That flooring will still be appropriate
There'll
for
be an
that?
appropriate flooring
Okay.
system in there.
Do we have it clarified somewhere in here what type of flooring we are doing, since it's not what's
Yes,
listed
there-
here?
There will be a clarification on
A
it.
clarification. So, Mr. Ortiz, if we can just receive that clarification once that's made, I would appreciate that, just so we have all the documents together in one place. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was my only question that I came across later.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Padilla, go ahead. Ms. Maldonado, sorry.
So, Mr. Ortiz, just to piggyback off of Ms. Barnes' question, the flooring is, the quality is not being lessened of what was originally going to be used.
What was being, most of the time when it's spec'd at a certain level, we will value engineer it. It will be a lesser quality than what was spec'd out.
It will be?
But it will be applicable to what they're going to use the space for.
So the purpose is because of the usage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then my other question is, the amount that is listed here,
Yes.
it includes the addition of Building C,
Yes.
which was eliminated on the GMP 1,
Yes.
and it includes the demolition of the portables.
All portables.
All
yes.
portables.
Yes.
And that's the amount,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else?
Do our student reps have any questions or anything? This is one of your campuses, so.
No, just thank you, and we do look forward to seeing the building, and we do look forward to seeing that those deadlines being met, and I know students are very excited to see what we're going to do.
Thank you.
Do we need a motion?
I have a comment. Mr. Ortiz, I think on something like this, I think you need to give us a little more explanation. The simple reason that we have an epoxy going to VCT, the epoxy is a lot better material. Is that correct?
Yes.
And in the process, we go to vinyl composition tile. Obviously, there's a savings to it. And in that savings, can you give us an idea what that saving is?
I can report it back to you in a Thursday packet and give you an exact amount, yes.
And we fully understand that you are working with the numbers and you have a GMP from a contractor, Jordan Foster. But we need to see what that change is, because yes, we've installed in the past many years, in past buildings, we've done VCT. And some of the schools in the county have vinyl composition tile, but the future is epoxy, sealed concrete. We all know that, but we also need to know that it's more expensive. So keep that in mind. If you can give us an idea what is that savings, we fully understand. Thank you.
Yes, I will give you full clarification and a report in the Thursday packet.
Mr. Ortiz, I just want to make a comment
Yes.
that I appreciate all the savings that we are finding through the different projects. I just hope that we're not taking shortcuts, because the quality of these schools is very, very important. They're going to be standing for a long time. And so savings is great. I appreciate it. However, I just hope that we're very aware of what we're substituting type thing. And we're relying on you, Mr. Ortiz, for that, because you're the expert, not me. But I just, and I go back for my own thinking and understanding all of this, that if I were to build a house, and let's say that the flooring, for whatever reason, this one is, the one I want is so expensive that I'm going to pick something else. However, it has to meet the needs of the traffic and the family and all of that. So there's savings, but I don't want to take shortcuts that we are going to see those shortcuts hit us in the rear in the future. If you know what I mean.
I'd like to just back up a little bit. And I don't have the same number of page that you have. Can you show it to me so I can?
On the flooring?
Yes.
Well, all I'm seeing, it's under, it's page 1 of, it looks like 26? Maybe 26? Maybe page 26?
And we're sure it's under the Northwest Early College?
It's 001 of 15. No, there's numbers that the contractors use of 001
On the,
on the left.
List of drawing sheets, section 000115.
It's just a section on the specification where it was deleted in the contract, but it was replaced.
let me provide you clarification
Will you
on
please?
that. Yes.
But once again, I think some of the things that we need to know, Mr. Ortiz, very simple. Just give us an explanation. And I fully understand you're not reducing the value and cheapening the project. You're not. I know you're dealing with a guaranteed maximum price, and eventually you're going to have to meet it, whether we like it or not. Architects tend to design sometimes more expensive than what the budget shows. And sometimes they disregard that budget, to be honest with you. And I've seen it over and over again. So I think that's where you and your team, as well as a contractor, are able to say, hey, guys, we wish we could afford this material. But guess what? We can do it right now because we have a guaranteed maximum price, and we have to meet that criteria.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
If I may, Mr. Chair, just because of my lack of knowledge. So this floor that we are going to replace that will not have the epoxy, if later on down the road we wanted to add epoxy to the floor that is going in as a sealant and as a protective layer, is that possible on the floor that's going in?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I want to make a motion.
I second.
Do I hear a motion?
Yes, a motion to approve the guaranteed maximum price number 2 GMP for construction manager at risk, CMAR services for demolition of existing portable and the execution of alternate number 1 for the new build in Northwest Early College High School.
Do I hear a second?
Yes, second.
Barnes.
Just one question in regards to the alternates. Ernesto,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
in regards to the alternates, how many are remaining in case there is more savings in the future?
On the Early College High School? No, this completes the project.
This completes the project.
Fully completes the project
And
as
I'll
designed.
I'll ask it on the next one as well.
Thanks.
Love that.
Awesome.
And Ernesto, you might want to cover that also because it puts everybody at ease.
Oh, I see.
They were able, the contractor, your team, and the architect were able to come together and included all the items in this, for this specific campus.
Yes.
All the alternates.
Yes.
Thank you.
Pull the board.
Call.
Ms. Barnes,
Yes.
Ms. Borrego,
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado,
Yes.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega,
Abstain.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
Mrs. Zúñiga.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 4B, discussion and possible action for approval of change order 01 to authorize the use of program contingency funds for the construction of the new basketball court at Bill Childress Elementary School from Jordan Foster Construction LLC in the amount of $417,792. Presenter Ernesto Ortiz.
Thank you, Adrian. Yes, before you for approval is a change order to the Bill Childress Elementary School renovation. When we first brought the GMP to you for approval, there was a list of alternates that the design committee, along with the community of the elementary, had kind of a wish list of things that they, besides the big three, safety and security, HVAC upgrades, and roofing, things that they would like to see as far as improvements at their elementary school. This was one that was left off the original list when we brought the GMP to you for approval. However, we have moved money as we have approved, as you have approved these GMPs and allowed the general contractors then to finalize their negotiations and contracts with their subcontractors. We have had realized, again, buyout savings that we have moved into a program contingency. And we are asking you to approve to move monies out of that program contingency to address a high need for Bill Childress. And that's the blacktop area that will be replaced by a post-tension concrete play area with basketball courts and appropriate lining. We feel that this is a safety issue for the students, and it is our recommendation for you to approve it now so that we can begin work on it and lock in the price on it. In your Thursday packet this week, you should have seen also that because of the buyout savings, we realized that Canutillo Elementary School, we're doing the exact same thing. It doesn't need to be a change order because the money is already in the project. And so that's at Canutillo Elementary School. Again, safety issue for the kids while they're playing outside. Make sure we have good play areas for the kids for physical education.
I have a comment, Mr.
Any
President.
comments? Yes, ma'am.
First, I want to say I'm super excited because so many times blacktops, what we used to call blacktops, were neglected for kids, and kids spend a lot of time out on the basketball court. And poor Mr. Presidio over here, after you, Ms. Barnes, it was me. I called him and asked a lot of questions because I don't understand construction that much. So thank you for that, for giving me an understanding to that. But I'm really excited for Bill Childress that we're able to do that for them because it is a safety concern, and people don't realize that when they're lifted up and kids are out there. They love to play ball. So I'm really excited, and maybe, you know, they foster that love for athletics. So I just wanted to make that comment, and thank you, Mr. Presidio, for entertaining all my questions as well. After Brianne Barnes, I'm sure, had tons of them too.
Any more comments?
I'll make a motion. I move that we approval of the change order number 101 to authorize the use of program contingency funds for the construction of the new basketball court at Bill Childress Elementary School from Jordan Foster Construction LLC in the amount of $417,792.
Do I hear a second?
I second.
Ms. Maldonado?
Ms. Barnes?
Yes.
Ms. Borrego?
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega?
Abstain.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Mrs. Zúñiga?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, sir.
So, before you leave, Mr. Ortiz, so for Canutillo Elementary, it doesn't have to come before us because there's no change order. It's
Right.
there.
The money is there,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Yes.
And-
Going back to the alternates,
Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Rodriguez.
just how many alternates are left on?
On which project or?
Probably both, but I'm hoping within the quarterly report you could see.
Yes.
Give us that in case.
Yes.
So on this project that
On,
we're
on
voting
the
on,
Bill
because that's what
Childress,
we're
we
voting.
still have 3 more alternates that we weren't able to address because of funding.
Okay.
Yes.
And for Canutillo Elementary, the blacktop will be the alternate, and that
Yes.
will complete it.
That will complete it. There was one more for library renovations. I'm sorry, not library, restroom renovations.
Okay.
We are not able to address that yet.
Right, okay. And so when do you foresee the work to be started at CE? I know they've already closed down some wings.
Yes.
But it was my understanding that over the break.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about this because it's not on the agenda.
Oh,
Just,
okay, so.
sorry, I
okay.
want to help us out.
All right, so then for CE, this will be the final alternate?
Yes.
Okay, I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 4C, report from board member Sergio Martinez from his attendance to the TechSetCon conference in Houston on September 11th through the 14th. Presenter Sergio Martinez.
I'd like to give thanks to the school board trustees for allowing me to attend this conference in Houston. You know, I've attended them before as a guest and as a design professional, many of them. But this time I came with a different tag as a trustee, and it really made me feel very different. And everybody was welcoming. It was a tremendous conference. And, you know, it was interesting. For the first time, by 7 o'clock, I was extremely tired. I spent all the time in my room sleeping. I didn't realize that sitting down and listening to all these people was so exciting. And it is exciting, to be honest with you. If we go to the next slide, please, Adrian. I'd like to show you just a few slides of what I learned that I thought it was important. Basically, the role as visionary leaderships. I think as a leadership in a school board, how should we treat each other with respect, courtesy to each and every one of us? I think that's important. In order for us to achieve that, we as a unit become a team of 8. Of course, with the superintendent being the 8th person. Okay. Policy and governance. The board should establish policies to empower administrators to innovate while maintaining accountability. Accountability is important to us. And if they're not able to perform, which a lot of times we feel sometimes they're not, they are trying their best. And I think that's what every district is really showing out there, that sometimes we as trustees might not think, but they're doing their best. That's their job. Advocate and representation. Advocacy and representation. School board should advocate for students and schools, ensuring diverse community voice to represent decision-making, keeping in mind that we represent several cultures, okay? Different people, not just the people that got us elected. So as such, we need to be able to see the entire spectrum and come to a consensus that we have different people in our district. Therefore, we need to accept them and understand their beliefs. Empowering leaders, empowering leadership, supporting the superintendent 100%. The school board creates a strong, systematic environment where administrators, principals, teachers transform the district in a positive learning environment. Less requests from trustees and more leadership. And I think that's something that we need to focus as board members. Sometimes we have trustees requesting a lot of information from the administration. And really, they're spending 80% of their time putting it together. And I think we as a board need to decide individually, look upon ourselves and say, yes, we have friends outside of this board that is asking us to do something and request information and to voice their opinion. But by God, I think we have seen our administration working quite a bit, spending a lot of time just putting that information together. Driving innovation, visionary board. We're not distracted, guys. Okay, we are not distracted. Our community group is important. See beyond the problem. If there's a problem and somebody is asking us that there's a problem, well, let's keep an open mind. Don't necessarily see the problem, but see beyond the problem. We're smart people. I mean, I have respect for each and every one of us. Okay, I know for a fact that each one of you is very smart. You bring a lot of things to the table. And I think as a group, we can be better. I can promise you by the end of this year, I'm sure we will be better. Build trust and collaboration, 100%. I think most of us have said that. Not only within our school district, but within ourselves. Trust each other on what we say. The next one is the next slide. Can we go to the next slide, please? Is it there? What your competition is doing, well, we know what El Paso is doing. They knew they wanted our kids, so they came and played schools right close to our district. But with that in mind, student achievement, all right? Promote our schools. Organize leadership and management. I think that's what we need to work on, even within ourselves, within the school board. Financial stewardship and budget management. I think that's something that I know we're very, very cautious on how we spend money. We don't want to spend money by allowing us to have some traveling. But I'll tell you what, we need it. We really need that, okay? And even if the community might say that, guys, you go out there and party, that's not necessarily true, all right? Yes, I don't mind having a beer, but I really don't like beer. But with that in mind, I think that's what we need to spend. Human resource and talent development, okay? People are looking at us. We have created, this district has created great teachers, great administrators. When people leave this district, they go to El Paso ISD and they become executive directors, really top-notch individuals. So why not keep them? Community engagement and communication. We need to communicate and be out there, Ms. Borrego. Every PTA go out there shaking hands, kissing babies. I know you're good at it. I've seen you done before. Okay?
And I like it.
So that's what we need to do. There's an event in every elementary. Go out there. Talk to the people. Get them involved. Listen to them sometimes. Vision and strategic planning. I think that's something that we have failed to do. I think we need to do it every 6 months, if not for sure every 8 months. The strategic planning changes. It's a living document. Okay, so we need to look at it year and year over and over and refine it and refine it. And guess what? Sometimes, we'll refine it and we might look at a different direction and we might think that we need to take a different approach. Okay, but it's a living document. Compliance and ethical leadership. Once again, everybody keeps talking about leadership. Okay, compliance and making sure that we follow the law. Very important. Customer service. Okay, the next one. Excellence to district success. This strengthens family and student achievement. Build community trust and confidence. And the community might say, yes, we don't have the trust in the district. We just, we're doing our best. I really think that all of you do your best when you sit up here. I do. Improve district reputation and be competitive. 100%. I think we are better than any district out there. A whole lot better. Enhance employee morale and retention. Guys, in the past 2 years, the morale of this district, the teachers, you feel it. You go to the campuses and you feel it. We need to improve that 100%, and I want us to do that this coming semester, from January to May, for the morale of the teachers to really be better. Reduce conflicts and resolve issues faster. That's also include us, but I know that the administration works real hard, getting all this information together, release it, but it's a long process sometimes, because sometimes the facts are not there, and we have to go back into your files and find the documentation in order to make it an educated recommendation, educated decision. Support safe and welcome environment. Chief of Police is here. That's important. As soon as that happens, make sure that everybody's safe in some of these campuses. And I think you have a great team to make our campuses safe. Reflect on values of respect, hospitality, and community. Hospitality and community, guys. And we need to also tell our administrators, specifically the principals, create that environment for the parents to feel comfortable when they come to the school, drop off the kids, and if you don't see that parent, bring him in and say, hey, I'd like to have coffee with you. Let's have a coffee in the morning. I don't know, if you come in if you go to work at 8 o'clock, let's do it at 7 o'clock. Okay, maybe bring some donuts or something. We'll be more than glad to provide those donuts. But I think that is what we need to provide, for those principals to really become very close to the parents. The next one, please. Build community support. Gosh, it was hard passing this bond issue. And, it's hard getting the projects off the ground, and we've heard it before. People are still complaining. They never knew that, we were going to build a school there, that there was going to be traffic. Unfortunately, people don't like change in their neighborhood. Every time there's change, I-10, for example, from Vinton, from Anthony, all the way to Mesa. It's hard to get from one point to the other, and people hate it. The reality is, when there's change, expect it. It's got to be positive at the end of the day, at the end of the year. I-10 has taken 3.5 years. It might take a little longer, but it's going to be very positive. Once again, engage parents. Engage parents, important. And I like to tell the interim superintendent, please communicate that to all your principals. Engage the parents. Build strong relationships with leaders. Anybody that has a business for as small as you think it is, get him involved in the district. Bring him in. Once again, coffee and donuts. All right, bring him in, show them how good we're doing, how good our kids are doing. Make superintendent and board visible in our community, guys. We need to get out there. You know, it's not their job as administrators, as a superintendent. We need to get out there. We need to shake hands. Thanksgiving was great. A lot of us were out there, and I was there cleaning tables and telling everybody. And it made me feel good. I was tired, but, you know, I only did it like for 3 hours. Can you imagine for all those people that do it all day long? Highlight student success. We've been very successful. And I like to thank our previous superintendent, our interim superintendent. Gustavo, your department is doing an excellent job. You know, emphasize on our success day in and day out. And I'm always, when you have some great story, I say, thank you, we love it, thank you. And I think that's what we need to really comment on that, all right? And people see it. If we're strong and we're commenting on how good we do, the community is gonna follow us. Strength, once again, of school safety and communicate it to our community, important. Be financially transparent, and that's what I want to relate to Mr. Ortiz. You know, there's a change, just give us the whole scenario, because I know we're gonna have questions, okay? Yeah, there's a change, we change it, you know, there's a reason for it. Not that we wanted to reduce the quality of the school, but we wanted to make sure that we included everything, all the alternates in that school. Mobilize community around a shared vision. Guys, I think something that goes back, once again, we need to communicate that to our administrators so that they can communicate to the principals. And if there's a gathering in the morning, you know, bring us in. You know, I don't mind coming in at 7 in the morning just to talk or listen. Sometimes it's better just to listen than to talk. Every campus is the heart of the neighborhood. Guys, that's what we need to focus. And that's a lot of responsibility on the principal and the assistant principals. Let it be the heart of that community. Allow the parents to come in, mothers, sisters, family, siblings, etc. All right, for them to really enjoy and be part of their life, because they spend 8 hours, if not 10 hours per day in that specific campus. And that is the end of my report. I really enjoyed it. The general sessions, they were incredible, very motivating. I would like to do it again, but I would like to do it with the entire team of 7 to be part of something like this. That's my report. Thank you.
Item 5A5, consent agenda voting.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Ms. Barnes.
I had asked some questions about 5A4 in my meeting with Ms. Campbell. So I'm curious whether or not we have the answers to those questions. So if we can pull that.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Barnes. Anything else?
I believe you also have an attachment for the E-rates. There was a correction from Ms. Campbell on that.
Okay.
You want to pull it
Yeah,
so that
we
we
don't-
can discuss?
I'll make a motion to approve consent agenda excluding Brianne's item.
Okay.
I'll second, excluding 5A4.
Adrian?
Ms. Barnes,
Yes.
Ms. Borrego,
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado,
Yes.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega,
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
Mrs. Zuniga.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 5A4, approval of district quarterly investment reports. Presenter, Ms. Christy Pooley.
Hi, Ms. Pooley. Hi. So some of my questions had to do with basically the money that it looks like we received revenue for those investments. So I saw that, sorry, I'm trying to see here. That's construction. We had the debt service fund. We saw revenue there, and then we also saw revenue in one of the other, thought I had highlighted it, but I guess not. I think it was the general fund that we had seen investments. So I was curious as to, I'm sorry, revenue. I was curious as to that revenue that we see. Does it go back into the general fund? What happens with that revenue that we accrue?
It goes to its corresponding fund. So, if,
Okay.
for example, anything that's generated with general fund funds, interest will go back into the general fund. Debt service, the same thing. So anything we receive from like tax collections for debt service will go back in. Any revenue received from bond funds, any interest earned will go back to the bond.
Bond funds, okay. So in specific with the general fund, so the revenue that was seen there, is that something that we usually include in our budget? We expect to receive so much revenue, and so that's included in our planning ahead?
Yes, we do
So-
forecast.
Perfect. Forecast was the word I was looking for. Thank you. So with that, how are we in regard to what we were forecasting and what we've actually brought in? Are we on schedule there, behind, ahead?
We are actually a little bit, I usually am a little bit more conservative.
Okay.
Interest rates are going down, so I did anticipate that. So we are probably about a little bit in line with it. Our revenues that are coming in are lower than we expected.
Okay,
So it may be a little short, but I do try to be conservative on our interest based
plan
on,
ahead with
really based on what the market is doing.
okay, perfect. That was really my question, so I appreciate that.
Thank you, Ms. Barnes.
Any other questions? If not, I'll make a motion to approve agenda.
I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ms. Pulley, why are revenues lower? What revenues are lower, or why is it lower?
What we're generating right now in revenues from the state is a little bit lower. It just as it's coming in. So as we get closer towards the end, so what's happening this year with Settle Up is that they're making adjustments throughout the year versus we usually get a big Settle Up adjustment at like in August. But now they're actually asking for a lot more PEMS data more often so that they can make those adjustments during the year versus us getting, an adjustment at the end of the year.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anybody else? Nope. Thank
So
you, Ms.
I move to approve agenda item 5A4 for the approval of district quarterly investment report.
Pulley. Here, a second?
Second.
Ms. Barnes,
Yes.
Ms. Borrego,
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado,
Yes.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega,
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes.
Mrs. Zúñiga.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 6, executive session. Item 6A, discussion regarding threat of potential litigation from Jay Stewart.
Stop. We're actually not going to address 6A. The wording on that is incorrect. It should be C. Stewart, so that'll come back to you in January. Okay, go ahead.
Item 6B, discussion regarding administration's recommendation for Canutillo Middle School principal pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.074. Item 6C, discussion regarding the recommendation of administration to terminate the probationary contract of Omar Gonzalez, teacher at Canutillo High School for job abandonment without a good cause and issue appropriate notice to SBEC. Item 6C, discussion with legal counsel regarding compliance with Senate Bill 10. Item 6E, to discuss selection of loan finalists for position of superintendent of schools to include the employment terms and conditions and potential contract of employment. Time is 7:23 p.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adrian, will you please bring us from executive session?
Yes, sir. Time is 9:47 p.m. Item 7, new business. Item 7A, Discussion and possible action regarding the threat of potential litigation
No,
from
we,
J. Stewart.
we did not cover that one.
7B, discussion and possible action regarding administration's recommendation for Canutillo Middle School principal.
That's you. Not Martha Carrasco.
Yes, administration is recommending, proposing for recommendation Andrea Esparza for principal of Canutillo Middle School.
I second the motion.
Okay.
I hear a motion from Mr. Rodriguez and second by Ms. Carolina Ortega.
Ms. Barnes?
Yes.
Ms. Borrego?
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez? Mrs. Zuniga?
Yes.
All in favor, motion passes. Item 7C, discussion and possible action regarding the recommendation of administration to terminate the probationary contract of Omar Gonzalez, teacher at Canutillo High School, for job abandonment without a good cause and issue appropriate notice to SPEC.
Good evening, Board President Martinez and members of the board, Dr. Arellano. We gave you an update on the status of Mr. Gonzalez, who has indicated in writing, a very short writing, that he is quitting his employment with the district. There have been attempts to contact him. There were additional attempts to follow up and see if there was any desire by him to return. It's our understanding that he does not. The board does need to take official action on the contract, and so we are recommending that you approve the recommendation to terminate the probationary contract of Mr. Gonzalez for good cause and to issue appropriate notice to SBEC. Mr. Gonzalez will also receive notice from the district depending on what the board vote is. It's our recommendation that you move forward with this and terminate him for good cause.
So move.
I second.
Motion by Ms. Borrego and second by Ms. Barnes.
Ms. Barnes?
Yes.
Ms. Borrego?
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuniga?
Yes.
All in favor, motion passes. Item 7D, discussion and possible action regarding district compliance with Senate Bill 10. Presenter, Steve Blanco.
Thank you. We went over this in closed session, and I gave you an update and some advice regarding the current status of litigation in Texas surrounding Senate Bill 10. For transparency's sake, Senate Bill 10 is the bill that was passed by the legislature this past year, and it went into effect September 1st of this year, 2025, requiring the posting of the 10 Commandments in all district classrooms in the event that the district chooses to do so or receives appropriately donated copies of the 10 Commandments. The district did receive properly framed and donated copies of the 10 Commandments. The question now is, do you want to revisit your prior decision? At a previous board meeting, the board determined that while the donation was received and the district was holding the 10 Commandments, that you were going to wait on the outcome of the litigation in Texas that involves other school districts to determine whether or not the posting would be required. There's been some discussion by the board as to whether or not that decision would be revisited, and so it's up to you all to decide tonight if you're going to continue with the current action, which is to wait, or if you're going to move forward and post the 10 Commandments that have been donated to the district.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am?
I am motioning that we change our original decision and that we align with we comply with the law that is stated for us to hang the donated posters or framed posters in order to be in compliance with the state. I want to be clear that the reason I am saying that is because it has been stated that if we are not in compliance, there are other districts that are being sued by the state for not being in compliance, and that would put us at a legal risk in the middle of a deficit. And if we continue down the road of our original vote, that if we were to be sued by parents, if we were to change our vote and hang them up and be sued by parents, that the Attorney General of Texas would represent us and we would not be on the line for that financial litigation. So that is the reason for my motion.
Thank you, Ms. Barnes. Do I hear a second?
I second that motion.
It's a motion by Ms. Barnes and a second by Ms. Carolina.
Ms.
Call
Barnes?
for the vote.
Yes.
Ms. Borrego?
No.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
No.
Mrs. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
No.
Mrs. Zúñiga?
No.
Motion fails. Item 7E, discussion and possible action regarding selection of loan finalists for position of superintendent of schools to include employment terms and conditions and potential contract of employment. Presenter
Chair.
Steve Blanco.
I have a
Thank you.
motion. I have a
I
motion.
make a motion
Yes, Armando?
to rescind the original 21, the original sole finalist, and to announce Dr. Rico as a sole finalist.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second.
We have a motion by Mr. Rodriguez and second by Ms. Cindy Carrillo. Zúñiga, sorry. Call
Ms.
for the vote.
Ms. Barnes?
No.
Ms. Borrego?
No.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes, you can, Ms. Maldonado, but keep in mind that now we'll make it very close and I will make a decision. You're welcome to abstain. It's your call.
Your vote counts.
Can we pass to the next one?
Can we pass to the next one?
Go ahead.
Mr. Martinez?
No.
Mrs. Ortega?
What was the motion again?
For Dr. Rico to rescind our original and to go with Dr. Rico instead.
No.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Mrs. Zúñiga?
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes.
Motion fails.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that we have a vote that is properly recorded. I have Ms. Borrego voting no, Ms. Barnes voting no, Ms. Ortega voting no, and Mr. Martinez voting no. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So,
I have another motion.
okay.
I have a motion.
We don't need a motion.
Yes, you'll need another
Yeah.
motion.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I move that we continue with our original recommendation of Mr. Josue Borrego as loan finalist.
And can we add to that motion to enter into negotiations?
Yes, if
To
she'll
start that
accept
process?
Yes, to enter into negotiations.
I will second that.
We have a motion by Ms. Borrego and one second by Ms. Barnes. Will you, Paul, call the vote?
Ms. Barnes?
Yes.
Ms. Borrego?
Yes.
Ms. Maldonado?
Yes.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
Mrs. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Mrs. Zúñiga?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay.
Item number 8, meeting adjournment. Time is 9:56 p.m.